Everybody loves the fireman. Ain't no songs called F the Fireman. What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Veridian County. I'm your host, Red Kool-Aid. On our last episode, we built the Madison District. It's swanky. They got the spin classes at 6. They got the book club. All that's jumping off. By the way, I want to say somebody mentioned in the comments I never really zoom out and show the whole thing. That's the whole thing right there. But we're jumping way over here into this valley, and we're going to build something really, really dope in this little cut right here, man. Like, it's so far away from the city. It's such a tiny piece of land. I just looked at it and I was like, I think I can make something that I personally haven't seen. I've seen people use some of these assets, but it's like it's ornamental. It didn't function. You know what I'm saying? It was just looking good. But I want to build something that works. So what we're gonna do is build a micro riverside mine. And when I say micro, I mean we're going to try to get it as small as we can and still function. So the first thing I'm going to do is lay out a little piece of a rail network. These little tracks on the side are just like, you know, where one container might pull off and get some stuff loaded in, or you know how they train yards look. But so we're going to lay some of this out, and we're going to kind of lay out the first little road connection down into the little quarry mine area. Well, it's not really a quarry. We will have a shaft. No, not that kind of shaft, baby. Keep up. I'm using assets from the workshop, and we're gonna make something really, really tiny, and we're gonna build a community around it that kind of supports that industrial infrastructure. Like the town kind of sprung up because they had the mine here. So, you know, build a gas station, somebody builds a thing, and before you know it, you got a little tiny sliver of a town. Right now, you can see me flooding everything by trying to put in our blank cargo station. I actually saw one that was really smaller than this, and I've been looking for it on the workshop, but I can't find it. So we're just going to use this one for right now. It's fine. It'll work. Next, I'm going to lay out some station tracks for a passenger rail. It's going to be like one track because it's only running to and from the city. And then I need to do my road layout. Y'all hang out for a second.
You're now tuned into 104.1 Planet Rock. More music, less talking.
So we kind of have the backbone of our road network. It's a really small town. It's like a one stoplight town. But I wanted to explain kind of the motivation behind the build as I connect our train lines up. I've been kind of noticing here and there a little bit of we're struggling with goods, especially with the service points. So I wanted to do something about that. I want to eventually build the steel mill right outside the downtown. But to do that, you know, we need metal resources. You can't import those. So you can see me right here laying down the main industrial building for the mine. It's like I said, this is all from the asset workshop. And I want to take a second to name the district. We're going to call it Cold Creek. Let's set some policies. And I guess the mining company would just be Cold Creek Mining. We don't have to overthink it. Right now, I'm going to kind of change some of these roads out because the mud decals kind of look janky from different angles. So I'm just going to lay a few of my own decals where I know they're not overlapping. Next, I'm going to lay down our extractor building, or one of them anyway. I think there's a couple that I put down. This is a really nice looking asset. Just allows so much more freedom for me to be able to detail and do things with. I'm also going to lay a path that runs from our station directly down into the mine because, to be honest, I don't care about the citizens using the train. I mean, I know they are, but it's really just to get all these people to and from work. There won't be enough residential in this zone to supply all of the worker demand, so we need to make sure that train line runs underneath that mountain. And I actually am using our college campus as a transfer point between the other train stations because there was really nothing going on down there. So you can see now it's jam-packed full of folk. I don't know if this is visitors or I don't know what's going on. It must be family week or something. Bring your mom and them to school. But yeah, so that train station jumping, that's dope. This building I think takes ore and mix it into glass, maybe metal. Either way, the asset pack comes with all of the buildings that you need to make it completely functional. Oh, matter of fact, I lied, it doesn't. I did need to use my own glass making block. The only processing buildings, they only make metal, and I guess I understand that, but no, we need all the stuff, bro. So we're gonna just use one of the decorative buildings to hide our little block. Some of the buildings in the asset pack are decorative, so you can just kind of use them as you want. I'm also gonna use a vintage extractor right here, this old coal mine. So like in the lore of this city, this was the first thing that was here. The money guys eventually came in and bought everything up, but he didn't sell. And now he sells them all the coal they need. See, that's how you build generational wealth, you heard? So I'm gonna use our little gravel road to create like a little entrance to a mine shaft, and I'm gonna kind of hide it with some rocks and stuff. And again, this is all functional, so you'll actually see, you know, ore trucks driving out of the mine shaft every once in a while. And that's one thing that I really wanted to, you'll see it in the cinematics. It looks dope. It just looks so dope. So I'm gonna use some of these other rocks to kind of line the walls of the shaft, so when I zoom down, I don't really see, you know, a dead spot. I know this is like a lot of detailing because it's not really a lot of buildings yet. So we're going to get into another brief time lapse. Hang out with me though. Like I said, y'all, micro mine is pretty much done. Not that much to it. I'm gonna put this little mining area sign with some weeds and stuff around it, and I really just like this aesthetic. It's sleepy, it's not too many trucks, it's not traffic ridiculous, but I may have to up the ante a little bit to supply the steel mill that we eventually want. Also, I kept dealing with flooding problems. I end up having to lift the whole land up a couple of page ups, a couple of elevations, just a couple of them, because the flooding was going crazy. Every 5 seconds I looked up and I would have those little icons everywhere, and I just hate it. I wanted it to be a little bit closer to the water, but that couple of steps of elevation isn't gonna mess up anything. I'm gonna lay down a few more decals, and then I'm gonna show a little overview of what we have so far, and you can see how much area we have left for our residential and our little commercial strip. And I really want to use some rundown things. Fairview, the district where our oil, it was kind of spread out, but this valley just naturally draws your eye. Oh, I think it's getting dark. Is it getting dark? Oh, word then, man. That's the vibes. We're just going to build in the dark, man. So we're going to start with the good old classic Tops Barbecue, home of the famous barbecue rib sandwich and bologna on a biscuit if you want that. And I wanted to use this Ingles, man. When I used to go visit my grandma, that was the only store they had. They didn't have like a food line or nothing yet. She had Ingles. So shout out to my granny, man. R.I.P. She a real one. So I'm going to go ahead and lay a little parking lot on the side of that. I do eventually end up attaching this road, by the way. It doesn't dead end like that. On the corner, I want to go for some older stuff. So I'm going to use like a Hollywood Video. Let's see. Dollar General. I like that. King Leno on the asset right there. And maybe like a Coin Laundry and a Bronx store. I use this laundromat a lot, but I really do like it. You know what I'm saying? Maybe can we get something else? No. Let's go ahead. Bronx store right there. This is the one we used to make our Roscoe's a few episodes back, if y'all remember. So yeah, I just want to use some of the more kind of little Texaco right by the train line. And it's going to look so dope in the cinematics when you see this train just running back and forth through the town. It's just one train connecting up for the citizens to get to work. I'm going to use this heavily graffiti skate park. Dunn's transmission, you know what I'm saying? When your car start acting funny, you pull up on my boy, Willie Dunn. He'll get you right, you know what I'm saying? Willie Dunn and them. Sound like a dude. Dude that owns a place like this is definitely named Willie. People named Willie steal a change out your car. You can't trust them. We're going to use the Rump Motel, but I'm actually going to, I wanted to use PO to change the sign, but I think I'm just going to screw it, man. Like, it used to be called that. They never took the sign down, but we're going to use a different sign. I'm also going to lay a parking lot right in the middle of it. I saw Egg do this, yo. This is fire. Look, you make you use Bob, take all of your parking spaces off, and certain assets, man, run you a parking lot roll through that and make you official parking lot. I saw Egg do that on one of his streams, yo. It was dope. Lay down a couple of more of these industrial looking assets, but I think that actually might be office space. I'm going to change that. And a couple of these little decorative nothing warehouses. I'm going to have to use PO on this one because you see it's got the big back end. It's got that big back end. That's that Meg Thee Stallion back end.
Bitch, what you thinking about?
We're going to have to get up in there and use some of them little points. Let me get that right here. Clean that back off my rail line. Yeah, we don't need all that. Matter of fact, let's swap this out. We're going to put the whiskey joint right here, the little bar. And I ended up building a bar across the street, too, without realizing it. So, I bet you they beef. They are not cool. We're going to lay down our station for our firemen. Everybody loves the firemen. Ain't no songs called F the Fireman. Everybody love the fireman. They save lives every day. Little cats in the tree, all that. And we're going to kind of connect up. If you saw in the time lapse, I kind of added this back road. It's like a spine to get, I didn't want the mine to be a cul-de-sac. I wanted them to be able to go out the opposite way too. And now I'm just using our college assets. Like I said, I want to use the ones that got the kind of the overgrowth and all that. And I could just see, man, that train running behind these houses is going to be so dope, yo. Let's put some more of those down. Like, I know I say dope and fire a lot, but I mean, yo, it be dope and fire. Like, give me some more words, yo. I know it can be nifty on 50.
Oh, hood, I'm gonna keep it nifty with you.
But I don't got no other words when it's just coming together and it's looking how I saw it in my head. I just don't have no other words, man. It's dope. We're gonna skip down the block for a second because we gotta, y'all know how we do, man. We always put down the tracks and have to kind of make the station. I'm not gonna go crazy on this though, but I did find some assets on the workshop that I thought worked really well. They got like shelters and support beams, but right now I'm just laying down this actual little. It's like a platform. I went on the workshop and went crazy. And you can see the people right here, they airbending to get off the platform right now, but we're going to put some stairs right there. And I'm going to use this green shelter roof, man. Look at that with the hole through the top, bro. Come on, you got the titties out. Stop playing, bro. Whoever did that and made it a network, you was in your bag that day, my dude. I'm not even going to hold you. So I'm going to detail up what we have so far because that gives me the kind of the feel for the rest of the area. Let's play some tunes.
Exclusive hot new mix. Hot new mix.
Nirvana. Smells like Teen Spirit. Rest in peace, Kurt.
104.1 Planet Rock.
Load up all guns, bring friends, it's fun to lose, but to pretend she's overboard, the self-assured, no, dirty word. Hello, hello,
All right, so I OD'd on the overgrowth. Y'all can see me now. I'm connecting up to kind of the rest of the network. I've laid down all the signs and stuff. I really wanted that down the strip to have that down the strip vibe. So we're going to connect up a little bit more of this road network. I do need to lay some more residential. Like, we're not done. But, I mean, in my mind, we kind of done because the stuff that was the wet work, the hard stuff is out of the way. The rest of this is easy. Look, we just put some houses down. Look, little house, Got a little house right there. Put another one next to it. You know, a couple of these little joints right here on the side. We're gonna put a couple of these little joints right here. How about some trailers? Need a trailer park? Got to. We're gonna lay down a couple of more of these little joints on the back side. Train in the background. Gonna throw some grass down. It's nothing. Y'all have seen me do this. Shout out to whoever made them gum trees, though. Them gum trees they go dumb, yo. So we're gonna mix some of it in, grass up the whole thing. Matter of fact, let's throw a little store right here up under the underpass, man. Just get that some vibes. Decal the whole thing. Boom, bam, seal it up, send it home. That's how we do things. Y'all know, man. We've been doing this for 24 episodes, man. But I'm not gonna lie to y'all, while we was building this, somebody must have opened the 7th seal, because I had big fires going on in my town. We had locusts, you know, we had flooding. Look at the flood. Everything was going crazy. It was no goods. We had people not getting raw goods. We had people not getting commercial goods. Stuff was shutting down. I actually had a building shut down. This is crazy. We got to handle all this stuff. Now, the last things I wanted to do in this area is I was on the workshop looking for some vintage billboards. Y'all know I like to make my own, but I saw this one and I was like, hold on, stop the press. For everybody out there that I know y'all are like 12, like y'all are like a few days older than sperm, that's Lucille Ball, the goddess, the queen of comedy, OG, triple OG. The last thing I want to do is switch out the motel sign for this Shade Cafe motel. And again, like I know the side of it says rump, but that's what it used to be called. These Shade folk came through, bought that up, and now it's now they getting money. I don't know where the rump owners went. Mar-a-Lago maybe. I don't know. But that pretty much does it for the area, guys. Like, and I'm using my windmills to get my power back here. So you can see here I did use PO. I found this water tower and we changed that. Got the little Veridian County logo jumping off right there. I detailed up the Duns off camera. Y'all seen me lay tires. It's no big deal. It's looking spiffy though. Ain't gonna hold you. Our train station is done. I did put a taxi stand right there just to help our citizens move a little bit. And a sheriff station. I went and got some sheriff car props too, so you'll see sheriff cars rolling through here. I also laid down one of our Industries Remastered buildings right there on the corner just to get a little bit more commercial goods. I had to end up switching out. Oh, look at our mine shaft. Look at the mine shaft. Oh, come on, man. But I switched out our one track train thing because it was getting clogged up. So now we got 2 tracks right there. But you see I detailed up the old coal mine that's still getting money. Another random little processing building. I think that actually takes oil, but I'm cool with that, man. You know, you got to mix it up. And I connected up that street, like I said, behind the Ingalls. I didn't leave that like that. And our Vic and Bills, this was like a last minute impulse thing I wanted to do. Then I laid some iron girders over the train tracks, and that, ladies and gentlemen, is the ball game, man. We're going to zoom out one more time for my folk in the comments. This is all I got, man. That frame rate is nutty over there, yo. Cue my cinematics. First and foremost, I want to say that beat is crazy. My man is going crazy right there, man. Look, that don't make you want to jam a little bit. Y'all got to turn off all that chill hop, take your hood off, smile a little bit, man. We living life, baby. We having fun. We playing Skylines. I'm Red Kool-Aid. This is Veridian County. I want to thank y'all as always. Like, comment, subscribe. Tap in with me next time. Peace.